Right. Welcome to this space. Welcome to this presentation. If you're watching this video sent to you by a friend, somebody cares deeply about you and they think this is something that would be very beneficial to you. My name is Sean, a proud Herbalife distributor since 2020 when I decided to use the products just as a customer at first to lose weight. It was after a doctor's appointment back in 2019. I went I usually go have a doctor's appointment about a month before my birthday. So 2019, I went to the doctor. I was already on cholesterol meds. I was already overweight. Doctor decided that they were going to have to increase my dosage of my cholesterol medication because my cholesterol had actually gone up, and also consulted me about my family history of diabetes, heart disease, stroke, as well as um, how I could prevent those things. Basically, the doctor told me that I could mitigate or prevent the diseases that were in my future if I just lost weight. Fast forward a couple of months, I got on the process, started out with a keto diet, ended up losing 20 pounds, but had the effects of being on long-term keto. Um, talked to my doctor again, who referred me to a dietitian, and basically my dietitian informed me that the reason I lost weight was because I was starving myself. Basically, a starvation diet is when you cut out the nutrients that you need to have. Um, in my case, I was cutting out carbohydrates, but I'll get into that a little bit later. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Herbalife business, and a little bit about, how you create an income with this business. When you take a look at my life, there's me right there in the yellow. Like I said, I was 250 pounds. The right there in the white, the all white, it was at a friend of mine's birthday party. I was actually about 50 pounds down there. And actually, in the white tank top, I was 75 pounds down. That was a little bit slight for me. I didn't like the way I felt. I mean, I did like the way I felt physically, but I kind of, looked really slim. That's actually what I weighed when I was in college. My freshman year, the spring of my freshman year, when I was on training table, I had actually gained weight from 145 in high school, put on 30 pounds of muscle then, and got up to 175 pounds. So I thought, you know what, let me put on 30 more pounds I only stayed at that weight. I only stayed at 175 for about a week. Then I gained that 10 pounds back, and then I was like, you know what, let me put on lean muscle. So I decided to set a goal to put on about 30 pounds of lean muscle, and there you see the results right there in the red. And since then, that was probably 2022 in the red right there. Since then, I've just been kind of maintaining the weight. Right now, I float between 205 and 210. I actually lost a little bit of weight intentionally because I'm working through some rheumatoid arthritis. So I take some of the products that we have for that. Right now, collagen is one of the things that I do take. It's just a drinkable collagen peptide. Mix it in the tea and drink it right on down. Um, Great products, number one nutrition brand in the world. Um, the business was founded in 1980 by this gentleman here. His name is Mark Hughes. The reason Mark founded the business was because his mom passed away taking diet drugs. If you know what diet drugs were in the 70s, the basically what crystal meth is today, methamphetamines. So his mom passed away doing prescribed diet drugs. She did passed away doing prescribed methamphetamines. He wanted to create a way for people to get fit, to be healthy without having to risk their lives. It's not a crazy ask, right? You shouldn't have to risk your life to get fit. It's kind of like an oxymoron. Fast forward to the day where the number one brand in health and wellness, or wellness and lifestyle brand. Over 5.4 million shakes are consumed a day. That's like 1.9 billion a year. We're like McDonald's. I love to say that we're like McDonald's, over a billion served. Um, over with $5 billion last year in retail sales, with a goal of being a $20 billion company by 2030. Which the whole idea is that, well, we're looking at that right now. That's a $15 billion expansion that you're on the front end of. We're socially responsible. Make positive impacts around the world. Now, you could what I want you to do is take a moment to connect to what your goals might be, right? I can tell you what mine are, but I want you to take a moment to connect to what your goals might be. Mine, I just want to create lifestyle. What lifestyle is when you have time freedom and financial freedom. You can go downtown, wherever you live, you can go downtown to where all the corporations are, the office buildings and everything, where people make the most money. And you'll go down there, you'll see expensive cars, you'll see Mercedes, you'll see Cadillacs, you'll see Jaguars, you'll see BMWs, all types of really nice cars. You'll see them down there. But if you go at 6 in the morning, you'll see those cars, and if you come back at 7 or 8 at night, you'll also see those cars because those people make a lot of money, but they don't have time. Then you have people living around the same area that are out there begging. They got plenty of time. They live out on the streets. They have plenty of time, but they don't have money. I want to be able to create time freedom. I want to be able to create financial freedom where I can make a purchase, not having to check my bank account and think about, can I afford this? But the only decision is this a good purchase or not? Right? So connect to what your goals are. Now, whatever your goals may be, they may be able to create extra income, maybe to create your own schedule or to work from home or on the road or any location. Maybe to do something meaningful and get rewarded or help your family create wealth as well. Or it may even be just to build a full-time business with low startup costs and maximum support. What we'll do is we'll talk about Herbalife, how you can create income with it, how it can benefit your life physically, financially, and we'll see if that aligns with your goals. All right. Few things that we address are a few megatrends that we address. Did you know that 39% of adults around the world are overweight? A billion plus of obese. These numbers are actually changed a little bit now. It's more like 47% of adults around the world are overweight, and 1 billion plus, still over 1 billion, are obese. Now, you look at a picture of me in the yellow, you think, I didn't think I was obese, but I was. My body fat was over 30%, 36%. Mild obesity, or used to be called mild obesity, moderate obesity, and morbid obesity. Now it's grade one, grade two, and grade three, and grade three being morbid obesity. Well, I was at the top end of mild obesity. In a man at the age I was, in a man period, 39%, or excuse me, 29% body fat is considered obese, right? I was at 36%, right at the top end of that mild obesity scale. Another thing that's near and dear to my heart is aging, healthy aging. We can't promise that you'll have a good life with Herbalife, but we can promise you, because you're getting proper nutrition, that you'll have a better quality of life, right? You won't, have all the ailments that other people have that are diet related. In fact, most of the health ailments, 90% of the health ailments that people have are related to the diet and exercise. And then entrepreneurialism is on the rise. 582 million new entrepreneurs, or excuse me, not new, but 582 million entrepreneurs around the world when that graphic was created, which was in 2020. And now you think about millennials nowadays, most millennials don't have the same mentality that me, a Gen Xer, has when, we were told, get a good job or go to school, get a good job and retire from the company. Most people can't even retire from the company that they started out with. The best opportunities for people to retire from the company that they start out with nowadays is in healthcare or in the government. If you can get in either one of those, then you can probably live that life, maybe. Even though just a few months ago, a lot of government workers were furloughed. But people want to be able to control their own time. Just like I said, people want to be able to control their own money. They don't want to be at the behest of somebody coming in to work today because they had a fight with their wife or something else is going on, that they decide, okay, I'm not taking a bunch of junk from anybody today. I'm going to fire somebody. So we address that as well. Now, whether your goal is a healthy weight, just a feeling of wellness, or you live a fit and active lifestyle like you're a professional athlete, we can support you with that. In fact, non-Olympians in the last Summer Olympics use our products as part of their training programs. We represent a LA Galaxy, the MLS team. Cristiano Ronaldo is also one of the people that helped develop this actually CR7, which is a hydration drink. Also, we work with a company called Proactive. They use all of our 24 line to serve the athletes that are competing, that are performing in the NFL Combine and in the NBA Combine. That's major, y'all. We're not a small fly by night company. All right. We provide everything that you need on a cellular nutrition level, whether it's healthy weight, digestive health, sleep and relaxation, immune support, energy and fitness, and we also have a skin and hair care line. Do you know anybody with skin and hair? Hair, maybe not. Skin, definitely. But we provide for those needs on a cellular nutrition level. Like I said, I take some of the products. I take the joint support. I take Herbalife line, which helps with cholesterol, it does heart health, and also do the collagen, among other things. I do a multivitamin as well. But um, we basically are not just a shake company. You know, we got nutrition for men's and women's health and children's health. So take a look at it. See what all we offer. I'm sure we can offer something that can help you have a better quality of life. Now, this opportunity is open to anybody, right? It doesn't matter your age. Well, it kind of matters your age. You have to be at least 14. Your professional background doesn't matter. You'll get all the training that you need. Your experience doesn't matter. Like I said, you'll get all the training that you need, and then you'll have the person who introduced you to this business. They will walk with you step by step to grow your business. They will do as much work as you're willing to do, and teach you how to do more. And the community is very supportive. What does matter is having a great attitude, willingness to learn and try. And this says ability, but it's actually a willingness to help people because I think we all have the ability to help people, right? All right. Now this business is scalable, so it can be as small as you want. You can make $50 a month, or just use the products as a discount for yourself, and get a 25% discount as a distributor, or you can grow it to make it a full-time business and create career level income. Also, it's flexible. You're your own boss, right? So you create your own schedule. And you can surround your passions or surround this with your passion. It's global. We're in over 90 countries. Who do you know? Where do they live? It's supported. We have basically we have programs that we do once a month. Um, every quarter, and one annual meeting. So the one that's once a month, we have a success training seminar that we do where we train individual distributors. We also have a weekly HOM. Those are put together by individual distributors. So it may not be an HOM near you, but I do one virtually every week. Ask the person that invited you or that gave you this video for that link. But I do one an opportunity meeting once a week. There may be one that's local, that's live and in person. We also do those every week as well. Um, but we also have quarterly training sessions where you can get training from people who have reached the top 1% in this company. It's meaningful. Nothing's more meaningful to me than when you can help somebody better their life, right? Whether it's financially or physically. When it's all said and done, you really don't have anything else. And it's rewarding. You get rewarded for the work that you do. You get recognized. Herbalife takes care of trips and all that stuff. I'll get into that in a minute. Basically two ways to create income in Herbalife. You can either uh, present the products to people who can benefit from them yourself, or you can build a team to present it to many people at one time. Right now, five potential ways to earn income inside Herbalife. Okay. I'm going to focus on three of them. Two of them I'm just going to gloss over because one, you don't see that income immediately upon becoming a Herbalife distributor. It takes time, it takes work, it takes growing a team to get to those levels. And if I start talking about the money involved in those, you're not going to believe me anyway. Those two will be annual bonuses and monthly production bonuses. The ones we will go into in depth will be retail profits, wholesale profits, and royalties. All right, let's get to it. When you become an Herbalife distributor, you get two things. One, you get a 25% commission or discount, and you also get an e-commerce store that you don't have to manage. You don't have to add products, change prices, or anything like that. You can actually go in and customize it to make it or personalize it is a better word, and to make it personal to you so people recognize it as your page as opposed to looking like everybody else's page, right? And now how many of you have actually ever given a website to somebody and said, "Hey, I got this from such and such, so and so"? How many of you have actually told somebody that recommended a movie or a meal or a concert or something like that? Did any of you get a commission off of it? Did you even get a thank you letter? No, you did, but you still do it all. You do those things already. So at this point, now you get a minimum of 25%. So if you give somebody the web address to your e-commerce store, they go to it, spend $100 on the e-commerce store, you'll now get a 25% commission, which equates to a $25 commission off of that $100. That's at the distributor level. Now, as you progress through the compensation plan, you go from distributor to senior consultant to qualified producer. That's a 35% commission, a 42% commission, on up to supervisor, which is a 50% commission, right? So you've given yourself from distributor to supervisor, you've basically giving yourself a 100% raise, right? So now at this point, a same person goes to your website, they spend $100, you now get a $50 commission. I think that's okay, right? I like that. Now, as you're building this business, you're starting to see some success, and you have, say, a family member sees what you're doing. You go out with them, and typically they end up your cousin. They typically end up paying for your food. And this time around, you're going out. Last few times you've gone out, you decided to pay because you had the extra income to do it. And now your cousin is like, "Hey, what are you doing? Um, normally I pay, but now you're paying. I need to know what you're doing." And then you tell them, I'm an Herbalife distributor, and they want to know more about it. They decide to become an Herbalife distributor themselves. Now, here's the cool thing about what Herbalife does. Herbalife splits the commission, the profits. Herbalife splits the profits with us distributors 50-50. So they give us half the profits, and they keep the other half. They take all of the risk, but they keep the other half of the profits. So as your distributor comes on, remember they're at the 25% commission or discount level, and you're at the 50% commission or discount level. Now, what Herbalife will pay your cousin the 25%. And then what they'll do in turn is pay you the leftover 25%. Now, as your cousin progresses through the compensation plan from distributor at 25% to senior consultant at 35% to qualified producer at 42% and to supervisor at 50%, you recognize that there is absolutely no difference between what they make and what you make. Now, to keep you from mistreating your cousin and trying to force them to stay at the distributor level, Herbalife took that into account, and now Herbalife, instead of paying you absolutely nothing, Herbalife will pay you a 5%, up to a 5% commission. All you have to do, or not commission, but royalty. All you have to do is maintain 2,500 documented volume points. Ask the person that gave you this video, and they'll tell you what that means. Okay. So you can get up to the full 5% royalty. Now, here's the cool thing about it. How many cousins do you have? How many friends do you have? How many people do you know? You don't have to tell me. Of course, you can't tell me. I'm in the recording. But how many people do you know? Because that would be considered your first level supervisor. So you can help an unlimited number of people reach this level. So you'll get a 5% commission off of not commission, but royalty off of everyone that reaches the supervisor level, right? On your first level. Now, say your cousin, we'll just keep it a simple example. Your cousin knows somebody and they invite them to become a distributor and they reach the supervisor level. You'll now get 5% off of that. And then this person knows somebody that you may not even know. They may not even be on the same post as you are, but they reach the supervisor level, and now you're getting a full 5%, or you're getting 5% commission. Keep saying commission. You get 5% royalty off of that. The awesome thing about it is that each one of these levels, like I said a minute ago, each one of these levels is unlimited. So your cousin can have an unlimited number. Your cousin can have an unlimited number of supervisors. You can have an unlimited number of supervisors, and your cousin's friend can have an unlimited number of supervisors. So that's the beauty of this program. Um, you think about it this way: if you have 150 people on your team, you now get um, 1 to 7% of the total team sales as you grow into the sales and marketing plan. Now, this is just left up to the top 1% are working as successful entrepreneurs in this business. It's really cool the way this works. It's really awesome. You get a supportive community. Like I said, you get the support of the person that invited you. You get the support of the community around that person. You also get business trainings and tools. So we have weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annual trainings. There's also a tool that we use it's called HL Learn, where you can download an app to your phone or go on a website and you can learn anything there is to learn about this business, including this marketing plan, right? The other thing is you can qualify for vacations and events. The cool thing about the qualify or about qualifying for the events and the vacations is that Herbalife pays for everything. They'll pay for your trip. They'll pay for your hotel stay, for your food. They'll also give you spending money while you're on the event or the vacation. That's totally cool. We got one that we're doing this year. The vacation, the Herbalife vacation, is in it's in Miami this year. So I'm looking forward to that. Paradise Highland, no Paradise. I think that's what the name of it. But I'm looking forward to that. Again, it's your business, your way. You can work how you want, when you want, where you want. You can positively impact others. You can make it a side hustle or full-time business venture. It's flexible schedule. Like I said, you make the schedule. I don't make your schedule, or the person that invited you won't make your schedule. You will, and they'll work with you on that. If you look, you can't really see it in the background here, but this is basically part of my nutrition club. Um, I I have a bar that I basically serve these products out of. I wanted to do this because it's a great way to be able to get these products into people's mouths so they could taste them, find out they taste good. Because we have this mentality that good nutrition doesn't taste good, but we prove that wrong. Um, and I've been able to do this. I've been able to create a substantial income with this business, and I'm looking forward to how it grows in the future. I got a team of distributors from Florida on up into Canada. Um, it concludes my presentation about Herbalife. Get with the person that gave you this video so they can tell you how much it costs now to be a Herbalife distributor and go ahead and get started.